All right, so we're talking about defense. Let's go ahead and just start with probably one of the worst case scenarios. I'm going to be mounted. And the mount, a big guy gets on you. He's going to hold you down. He's going to smother you. He's going to put you in what I call the tent. You know, the gis over your face. You're rebreathing the same air. Have a lot of people who that really bothers you. You get claustrophobic. You can't breathe. You can't see what's going on. And so it can be a bad spot. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I like to do to get out of there. The first is going to be a basic shrimping escape, but I do it a little bit differently. And I'm just going to start off when I'm on the mat here. A lot of people, they're going to do it exactly like the shrimp drill. They're going to just do this right here. And they're actually going to escape by moving in between their partner's legs. I've always had a hard time doing that. My legs are skinny, and it seemed like people could get a good grip on me, and I wasn't able to get away sometimes. So one thing that really helped me is when I learned that you could escape going in between the legs, or you could escape by going underneath the leg. And I call it, I need to attack the hole in the person's foot. And the way that what I'm talking about is, a lot of times when people mount, they keep their feet like that. So there's a little hole right there. Well, that's where my knee goes. And that's how I start learning the technique. I want to start with my training partner, my drill partner, like this. And then, when we start going here, you can see that there's still a little bit of space. And so I want to work up to that. And then, towards the end, you're going to realize that even if the person's foot is flat on the mat, I'm still able to move underneath it with the right movements of my body. And that's always more effective for me. Let's take a look. So we'll start this way. All the action is going to happen here. So let's just start off with there, just like that. Okay? And the first thing I need to do, and a big mistake that may seem really simple, but I see people do it all the time, is I'm not going to be able to escape my leg, to move my leg under Stephan's, if it's on top of it. Now, I know, like I said, it sounds like a no-brainer, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen people trying to do this. You know, they're never going to get out of there. So you need to make sure you straighten one of your legs. You need to go flat, just like that. And you see how I'm keeping my arms in just a basic defensive position here. I don't do anything special. I keep my elbows in. I keep my hands up. Now what I want to do is I want to bump my hip a little bit, and I want to turn my hips sideways. So I just bump a little, and I turn. And I'm kind of putting my leg on top of my foot. And now I'm going to aim my knee right at that hole. I may need to move a little bit this way, and then look, I'm just going to go right there. So once I'm there, the work is pretty much done. I'm going to keep bringing my knee up. Now I'm going to start to incorporate the use of my elbow to just lift his leg up and over. And then once I get here, you know, I have a lot of ways to finish. For now, I'm just going to go to the closed guard. I'm just going to turn, step over, and now I want to shrimp one, post on the shoulder, shrimp two, and I'm in the closed guard, ready to wrap up Stephan's arm, cross it over, all the things that we learned previously. So again, let's say now his foot's flat on the ground. And again, when you're learning this, I like to always tell my partner to put his toes on the mat. But look, there's still a space there. It's not totally gone, okay? And when I incorporate the movement of my whole body, I'm going to be able to slide right underneath. And something that helps, even though it's not mandatory, is if Stephan is leaning forward. He keeps his weight more on his hands and his knees than actually his feet. So what I want to do is I'm going to put my legs straight. And again, my arms are in a good defensive position. I want to raise my hip and I want to turn. And I'm angling my knee right toward that hole. And so even if his foot's a little bit flat, look, I'm just going to push right into his knee, his ankle. It's kind of putting pressure on his knee. So go back a little bit. Even if he kind of pushes his foot into the mat, I'm starting to tweak his knee a little bit, and it pops right through. Once I get here, I'm going to start to incorporate my elbow to lift and to kind of pry his knee down. Once my knee gets out, One mistake that I see a lot of people make is they keep their legs open. So they go like this. But a good person, a good fighter, like Stephan here, he's going to see that very small opportunity to hop right back over because there's no control over his leg. This is a problem that I see people do all the time. It's one that I used to do, and it really, really interfered with my escaping. So make sure when I get to the position, when you go here and you want to recover the guard, you have to trap that leg. And then we're able to now just do our basic shrimping. 1, 2, and I'm into the closed guard, ready to be more offensive.
So for that shrimping, Brandon,
Yes, sir.
you are moving more traditionally like the shrimping drill.
Yes,
For the second 2 movements.
definitely. I'm just doing a regular shrimp for those last 2 movements.